Now, one more problem sometimes we face in the networks. What is that problem? Let me show you. And for that problem, we will study new concept, that is your DHCP snooping concept. Okay. Now this DHCP snooping concept, this will come into picture when you have unauthorized DHCP in your network. Okay. So why it is used? Used to avoid, you can say, ROG DHCP or unauthorized DHCP server in network. Okay. Now, what can be the scenario? So let's say this is the topology, right? This is the topology. Now, if someone else is also connecting to your network, let's say there is a frustrated employee in the company and he connect to your switch. Okay, let's say on the interface 0/4, 0/5, this interface will be F0/6. So there is an employee who is frustrated and he is obviously authorized person in the company. So what he can do in his PC, he can install a server operating system. Okay, and then he can create a fake DHCP server here. Okay, let's say here he will configure the network. What? Same network 10.0.0.0/. Okay. The gateway, what he will configure, he will change the gateway. Let's say he will configure the gateway 10.1 10.0.0. Usually 10.0.0.1 is the gateway. Let's say he will configure it 11. Okay, is it the correct gateway? No. So when these PCs will try to communicate to the internet or to the server, will they be able to communicate? No. Why? Because when these PCs, whenever they want to communicate in a different network, they will require gateway. Okay. Now what will happen? Understand the scenario here. When this PC will generate a DHCP message, broadcast discover message, will be delivered here also, here also, here also, here also, and here also. What your router will do, you have configured relay agent here, router will forward this side. Correct? And by that time, this server will already reply. Correct? This server will already reply with the offer message. And the offer will reach here. What your client is going to do whenever there are more than one DHCP, it is going to accept the first offer that reaches the client. Correct. So means it will take the IP address, let's say 10.0.0.1 or 10.0.0.50, let's say. Okay. And then what will be his gateway? 10.0.0.11. Now, whenever he want to communicate to the internet or the server, they will send the packet to gateway. But is the gateway router? No. So they will not be able to reach. Your entire network will go down. So to avoid these kind of scenarios, we have what? DHCP snooping. What your DHCP snooping is going to do, you are going to configure DHCP snooping on the switch, and you will say that this interface F0/5 is my trusted interface. My actual DHCP will come through this interface. And if any offer is coming through any other interface, I don't care. So what your switch will do, start dropping the offer. So if the offer will drop, will the client get the IP from this server? No. The client will get IP from the actual server only. This is clear?
If the PC is connected to router, then
Which PC?
the server.
Server is connected to
Router.
router. In that case, what?
Then it will be the IP.
Okay, tell me, the frustrated employee, they will have access to switch or router? Who will allow them directly connecting to the router? Because to the switch also, how they will have the, let's say, on their desk, they have the Ethernet port. There only they can connect, right? They will not go to the server room and connect it to the router itself. Right? Okay, so that's why. And this is the scenario when I'm saying that, okay, this server is in a different network. maybe this server is present here also. Maybe this server is also present here in the switch only. So in that case also, we are just saying there is a case that because your PC will accept the first offer, that will reach the PC. So that can be this server also, this server also. But we want to avoid this server. In that case, we will say this interface is the trusted, we will not make this interface. Okay, so we will just make the interface that is connected to the actual DHCP server. That interface will be trusted. Rest of all the interface, they will become untrusted. So any DHCP offer through the untrusted interface will be dropped. Clear? Any doubts? Yes.
So which interface we will make it trusted?
The interface through which your actual DHCP offer will come.
So we will make the router.
Yes. And in this case, we will make the router interface. If your DHCP is connected inside the network only with the switch, so that particular interface you will make.
But the log DHCP server doesn't know it is like it will not know it.
Yeah, on which
untrusted or trusted, it will keep sending.
It will keep sending. They will not come to know whether someone is getting the IP or not. How they will come to know? They can come to know when they want to check that, okay, how many IP addresses has been delivered or leased.
But in that case, like the PC would immediately receive that request from the log DHCP.
No, if you have enabled DHCP snooping, they will not receive because their offers will instantly be dropped because it is from an untrusted interface.
But in the untrusted interface also, we have to define it as untrusted.
No. Only see, whenever you enable DHCP snooping, by default, all the interface will become untrusted. Now you have to define only one interface, that is your trusted interface. Okay.
So now in this scenario, where we will
in this scenario, this is our trusted interface.
switch connected interface.
Yes, router connected interface.
Okay.
We will configure on the switch. This is a layer 2 security feature. This is a layer 2 security feature, not a layer 3 security feature.
So you will be configuring
In the switch. Yes. Okay.
So once we define unport as trusted, the remaining everything is configured.
Untrusted. No, as soon as you configure DHCP snooping, all the ports will be untrusted. Now you have to tell that this is one is the trusted. By default, remaining all will be untrusted. Okay. So how you're going to configure? Again, configuration is very simple here.
The IP helper address can be configured in the router and switch also.
Not switch.
Only router.
So in the switch, you'll give the command IP DHCP snooping to enable the DHCP snooping. Then IP DHCP snooping VLAN, and you'll give the VLAN ID. Okay. Then after, you'll say interface, then interface name, whatever is your trusted interface. Okay. And then you will give the command IP DHCP snooping trust. That's it. Okay. Done. Noted. Now see what I'll do here. I'll connect one more server. Okay. And this server will also take IP address from your DHCP pool only, the actual DHCP only. Okay. So I'll do what? Configuration services. I'll say DHCP. And you'll see this server, it will be taking IP address from your actual DHCP. So he will come to know about your, okay, what all the network you are using, subnet mask, default gateway, everything. Because if he's taking the IP addresses from your server, he will get to know about everything. He will just check his IP address and okay, what all the network you're using, what is the subnet mask you're using, everything. Okay, now what he's going to do is going to configure a DHCP server here. Okay, and let's say, okay, same configuration will keep here. Let's say 50. Just default gateway will be changed. Let's say 11. Save. And service is already on. Now what will happen? As of now, if you see, I'm getting IP address from my legit DHCP 10.0.0.1. If I try to communicate with my server, let's say ping 20.0.0.100, I'm able to communicate with my server also. But as soon as, let's say, I come next day, my PC will again ask for IP. Do you see here? And now if I try to communicate, no communication. Okay. So to avoid this kind of scenario, we enable DHCP snooping. How do you enable? Enable configuration terminal, enable the DHCP snooping, IP DHCP snooping. Done. VLAN 1 by default. Snooping. Done. Then after, which interface is your trusted interface? Check. Which interface of the switch is trusted interface? The one connected to the router F0 by 5. So go to the interface F0 by 5. Interface F0 by 5. And then say IP DHCP snooping trust. Done. Check. Static DHCP. Getting from the correct server. Right. Check here. You have the communication. Okay. Any doubt? So even if ROG DHCP is present in your network, still it will not affect your network. Any doubts in the DHCP snooping? No.
The server also get that information. This server.
Yeah, this server will get no problem. But he will not be able to affect. He will not be able to affect your network. Clear? Any doubts? No. Easy. Simple one line configurations.
But sir, PC that still requesting the DHCP discover message and it will.
Yeah, the DHCP discover message will come here. This will give the offer also. You can see here. Let me show you. When the PC is sending the discover message, this will send the reply also. Static. Okay. Let me go back to static. No, sir. Now when I'll go back to DHCP, this is the discover message generated. This discover message will go to everyone. And this server will reply also, but your switch will drop. You will see here. See, this is the offer. And it will be dropped. Why? If you read this, why? DHCP snooping. The switch receive a DHCP offer message from a DHCP server on trusted port. The device. Okay, it is saying trusted, but it is untrusted port. Okay, so the device drops the packet. Okay, you'll find these kind of bugs in the packages. This is clear.